What's good, y'all good peoples? All right. Now, so if you watched the first part of the video, which was we were talking about the intruder, that was the non-spoiler. This is the spoiler. So, we're going to give you some time to click off. Boom, boom. So I figure if you're still here that you would have heard it. So yeah, don't get mad at me. But y'all, kudos to all the actors and actresses, especially Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid, you motherfucker. Adrian, see if you can find that, that movie he was in. Y'all, Beneath the Darkness, okay, is one of the roles that might have been his only other crazy role. He was crazy in that movie, and I knew from the way he played on that movie, you gotta see this movie. I completely forgot about it. Shoot, we might have to watch that again. It's very rare that when I go to a movie, especially these days, I want to see it again. I could probably sat there and watched it 2 more times, and that's very rare. And it's humid around here. We just came in from seeing that movie. Okay, so I'm probably gonna miss some parts, but I'm gonna try not to, because the brain is getting older. But anyway, so it starts off, fast cars, and Tommy from Power is in this. Okay, so he was speeding and scaring Michael Ealy to death, and they was in the city. They was living a city life. They had the city lights, and it was just a city life. It was popping. Like, little girl said she want to live in the city. And, he ruins he was like, why are you rushing to get me here so fast? He said, well, I had to get you here for your surprise party. He said, oop. Pretend I didn't say that. So Michael Ealy gets in there and he sees Meagan Good, and I guess it's, Tom. I'm just going to call him Tommy because I forgot his name on there. His lady, they were standing there, and so Michael Ealy's like, you look so beautiful. Did everybody pop? I said, surprise, right? He's like, what did you do? How did you know? Like, he really played it off, right? So it was basically, she gave him a surprise because he had like this job promotion he was going for, and he got it. And he was like, well, how did you throw this together so quickly? Like, I just found out an hour ago. And she was like, because I knew you would get it. And they was all kissing and stuff, and everybody's like, oh. Which I want to know, when it's a room full of people like that, how many people are really happy for you? Anyway, so they're out on the back, like their little balcony terrace thing, and they're all cozy, and she's like, they talking about looking at houses, and I guess how she wants to go to Napa, which they were in San Francisco, I believe. So she wanted to go to the country. And so he's like, you really want to do that? They're talking about having kids and whatnot. And so I guess the next day, you see all these trees in the Napa Valley, and they look like they're in a country. And Dennis Quaid. Woo! First, they'll see, they're looking all on the property, and they're like, oh, I think I hear somebody in the back. And so they go back there, and all of a sudden you hear boom, right? And a deer just fall down and die. And Dennis Quaid is like running after it. It was like, and they're all shaking up like, oh my God, he killed Bambi and all this stuff. So that was already one sign, red flag, if you will. Because they're like, he's like, we all hunt back here on the property and blah, blah, blah. And he's all like showing them the house. And he was just too, you could already tell, like, if it was me, yeah, I would have been out. I would have never came back again. Well, first of all, that's not really my style of house. Like,
yeah,
I don't need to be. Oh no, she the city person. My fault. So that really wasn't her style. But
I like my Victorian.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get to the neighbor. The neighbor didn't come. The neighbor came in like way later. So I'm gonna get back to him. So they're looking at the house, and Dennis Quaid, he just seems he's adorable. Yeah. Nice looking older man, by the way. But you could feel for him because he had the story about his wife had cancer and she died 2 years ago. So they're, he didn't really have Michael Ealy like that, but he had Meagan Good like wrapped around his fingers. Like she felt so sorry for him. And he's like, yeah, my daughter Cassidy is in Florida and I'm going to join her. And she's getting a room ready for me and all that stuff. So, he was just so attached to the house and he was telling them, it's a fixer-upper. Like he was saying the right things. He was like, yeah, the house has good bones about it. My great-grandfather built this house, he said. In 1905 or 1805, I don't know what it was. 1905. And so Dennis Quaid said, I never lived anywhere else. See,
like how?
I would feel funny about that.
Right.
I would feel real funny about that. And then Michael Ealy, like Dennis Quaid was showing Meagan Good upstairs and Michael Ealy was looking at the, filling the walls and hit his tapestry painting on. And I guess Michael Ealy thought that looked weird. We getting rid of that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so, Dennis Quaid was upstairs showing them now. This was the nursery, when the kids, were the babies. And I turned this into Ellen's sewing room. I'm surprised I remember that lady's name.
Right.
And Meagan Good's name was Annie. But anyway, so, Meagan Good, her eyes are just, you could just tell she was in love with this house. And I'm still trying to figure out why. Like, it had it was those houses with vines all over the front. Oh, I don't like that. Like,
it was just one type of room.
Yeah, it was just
old cottage looking.
Yeah. So look, we probably gonna end up jumping around on this baby because he just kept imposing himself on him. But I'm gonna try to go in order. That way it makes sense. So they get out to the car, where, Michael Ealy was saying the price. They were trying to, get the price and all. And so, yeah, he says, I put this on the market for $3.5 million. I'm like, dang.
Bye.
Is that how they roll it? And so Michael Ealy's like, yeah, we got several other places we're going to look at. So they get in the car and Dennis Quaid's talking some more. Michael Ealy just rolls up the window and she said, did you really just roll the window up on him? And he was like, yeah, I did. And so I think he starts the car up and they about to leave. And then so Dennis Quaid comes back. She's like, he's coming back. And so he comes back and he's like, you see, I've had so many people look at this house. I could tell they didn't really love this house, but you guys, I could just feel you guys really love this house. You're going to take care of this house. And I'll let it go for 3.3. And he said, I'm going to throw in the furniture. I'm kind of like, who want the, it was antique. Now, if you're a person that like antiques, okay. It had wallpaper, just old school. And the tapestry, he was like really in love with this tapestry fabric, like painting, like it was huge on the wall. He said, I'm gonna throw that in. And so, Michael Ealy just, she was just so in love with this house. And I'm still trying to figure out why. Just why. And, well, come to find out, she told Dennis Quaid while he was looking at her butt. She didn't know it. And when he was in the kitchen, and he said, I could tell, like, that she said she was a country girl. Really, like, she used to live in Indiana or something. I can't remember, but because her grandma taught her how to cook very well. So I'm trying to remember these parts. So, then they show Michael Ealy. He's at work and he's trying to sell this, I guess it's like an energy drink. And, he's pitching to this girl. You could already tell, like, this girl was, like, attracted to him and stuff. Okay, so Meagan Good's calling Annie. That's her character. Annie called Michael Ealy at work. And he said, I got to take this. And she said, I'm looking at Charlie is out cutting the grass right now. He's like, why is he doing that? And she said, I don't know. And so she said, I'm gonna call you back or whatever. And so she goes out there. She's like, Charlie, like, what are you doing? He's like, well, I was in the neighborhood and I noticed that, the grass needed to be cut. And she said, did you have this, like, where did you get this lawnmower out of the shed? He said, that's where I keep it. What the world? And he was like, I didn't mean any harm. I was just trying to help out. And so I guess they chitter chatter. He leaves, and she's telling Michael Ealy, because he's like, what was he doing here cutting the grass? And he said, I got this. And she was like telling him everything that Dennis Quaid told her. Was like, it only needs to be cut once a year. You won't have to cut it again until April, because I guess at this point it was right before Thanksgiving. And she invited him to Thanksgiving dinner because he kept coming over there. Like, it was always some excuse, like, here the numbers to the plumbers, electricians, and people that I use it. She's like, well, we have Google. And he said, well, these people won't rip you off like they will on Google. And she said, I guess you got a point there. So so they had Thanksgiving dinner, and Tommy and his girl was over there, and he was just making him mad. No, hold up, we'll go back for a second. So Tommy and his girlfriend, they came over there and had drinks and stuff, and they was talking about the weird dude Charlie. And Tommy went out there to pee in the garden and smoke a cigarette. And everybody's like, in the movie thing. See, we was in the movie. They was actually talking back in the movie theater, which I like. Except when I was trying to hear this one part. I was like, if they don't shut up. So Tommy's out there peeing, and he takes the cigarette butt and throws it. And at first I was like, now that's how fires start. And then in California, ain't that how the wildfires start, when you just toss a lit cigarette butt? So then, so after they joking about Charlie, how weird he is and stuff like that, which I thought, he heard it. I know he heard it, and I'll tell y'all what later. So Tommy gets back to his, because he had like an Audi. I believe that was an Audi, brand new. He armor all that thing all the time. So his seat had a cigarette hole in his seat. He was like, I know it. Because Michael Ealy said, I told you about them cigarettes. He said, I don't smoke in my car. This is my temple. This is my car. You still looking for that thing?
Yeah, I can.
It's in one of them long ones.
Where?
We trying to find that Beneath the Darkness DVD.
Roll it.
It was in this part. You looked in this part? Really? She done lost my Beneath the Darkness, y'all. Is this the only one like that?
Yeah.
So anyway, y'all. So, Tommy's like, I know I didn't smoke in my car, So he's like, whatever. They kind of shook it off. And did I get to Thanksgiving? No, okay. So eventually we get to Thanksgiving because he's like, yeah, I'll bring the pies. And then everybody was laughing because Dennis Quaid bought store-bought pies. And then somebody was like, I know it was pumpkin. So he's like, I put apple and pumpkin. I was like, oh, God. And so Meagan Good, she had everything decorated nicely. And he was all like attracted to that. He was like, you are just really the woman of the house. This house is so lived in. It's so alive right now. I was like, oh boy. And so Dennis Quaid was really not liking that Tommy character. I think his name was Mike. But what did he like about him? I forgot. Oh man.
Like something about him?
No, what didn't he like? Like he
about his house.
Oh, they was talking about how they could knock out a wall. Thank you, girl. Cause the house was so like it was boxy. Like
yeah,
it's like if you turn your back, somebody scared you touch you. It was just so boxed off. So Tommy was talking about you can knock down this wall, and his face was just so bad. He's like, you don't need to do that, and I used to be an engineer for the road, and you put love into the things that you create, and this, that, and the other. And Michael Ealy was all like, yeah, but you need to change with the times, and he didn't like that. And then he went into his head, and they switched off on a scene where he banged Tommy up against with a champagne bottle, a wild bottle. I was like, what the heck is going on here? Like, and then it flashed back because then they got all the girls screaming and everything. And so let me see. Tommy was out smoking again, and then Dennis Quaid came out there, and they, back and forth, and Tommy's teasing him. I'm trying to figure out. I think they were still talking about the house. Like, I just think Tommy thought it was weird that he kept being there, which is true. Like, dude, we sold you the house for $3 million. You still here every day, like every day. So one day, something was going on. I think Michael Ealy kept hearing creaks, and the house was creaky, and Meagan Good's like, it's an old house. And I'm like, it ain't that dang old creaky. And so he had the security people, like, to put up, alarm system and stuff. And then this Quaid come popping up there, what are you doing? And he knew the guy's name, and I forgot what he said. He's like, you stop doing that right now. Michael Ealy's like, this is my house, you continue. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? It was just insane that he leaves. And then what else happened after that? There was a lot going on in this movie, y'all.
It was.
Oh my gosh. I wish we had came right. We come right home after the movies, but it was just so fresh. I'm skipping some parts, y'all. He kept coming over. He bought wine over there. I'm just going to skip to that part because that's what I want to know. You wine drinkers, what does it mean to let the wine breathe? But anyway, he was telling Meagan Good, I bought you guys some wine from my friends at the vineyard, So, and then she was always like, oh, you can come on in. Like,
annoying.
So Michael Ealy was at the meeting with the beverage people, whatever he was doing. And the girl was like, yeah, we're going to go get drinks. She was flirting with him, Oh, I forgot about the coffee house. Yeah, he was really flirting with that girl.
Right.
He was flirting with that girl. Oh my gosh. And Meagan Good was so mad at him.
What did I say?
Yeah, what did I say? Talking about because the girl was like, swirls. Yeah, we got swirls. And he was like, really? And
Like, oh, you look like a swirl.
yeah. And then Meagan Good was like, you might as well gave her a lick. I was like, oh my gosh. See, so there was the trouble in paradise. So anyway, the lady that was probably the owner of the company, which she was very attractive, whatever. They went to the club, invited for drinks and all this stuff, and he went, and apparently, so he texted Meagan Good, which is something that apparently they decided was a no. He says, "I'm gonna be out late. XOXO, don't wait for me. Don't hold dinner." And Dennis Quaid was right there. He was all like listening to that. He was funny. He was listening because she called him and he went out the club and he was like, "It's just for business. I'm in a meeting." He says, "You remember what happened last time?" And blah, blah, blah.
I want to know who it.
Yeah, and they weren't even married yet. Oh, no. He's talking about, yeah, because because the girl, the owner of the company or whatever, she come out there and talking about trouble in paradise. And then she all kiss on. He said, "I need to get my ass home." Yeah. And dude at the bouncer at the door look like, yeah. He ran like, "I see this all the time. Go ahead, go home, son." But anyway, so Dennis Quaid was so funny listening to the eavesdropping with the argument that they was having. So he was like, "Oh, I get," because he was falling in love with her. Chill. So let me see. So with the Christmas lights, that's what it was. He helped her with the Christmas lights, I believe. I'm out of sequence with this, y'all. That's why y'all gotta go see this. Y'all gotta go see this. He helped her with the Christmas lights. Michael Ealy got upset because he pulled up and it was all lit up because it was nighttime. He said, "Oh, how'd you do all this by yourself?" And she was like, "I didn't do all this by myself. I had help." He was like, "He was here again after I told you I didn't want him here again." She's like, "Well, you wasn't here. You wasn't gonna do it." I'm like, oh my gosh. She was egging him on though. She really was like, felt sorry for him and
It'd be like that.
yeah, and then I'm trying to think.
I fixed my food.
Okay. So one day, because Meagan Good was talking about the texting thing and he slept in a different room and because she told him, "You need to sleep in a different room." She's like, "I'm not talking about this shit." I was leaving a different room and he heard creaks and Dennis Quaid, you saw his face in the flash of the thunder, the lightning, and I was like, oh man, he in the house. After they supposedly had got all the locks changed.
Exactly.
Right? So Meagan Good scares him because he came down the living room looking and she said, "I think you're losing your mind. You're drinking too much," or whatever she was saying. So then they had a date night and they went to this Italian place and Michael Ealy was a little buzzed up. And so the hotel Dennis Quaid was supposed to be staying at was across the little road, little country town. So they went over there. He was actually in there drinking and Michael Ealy told him, "Look, leave my wife alone." So you like squared up and do this, leave my wife alone. Dennis Quaid looking like, "Dude, don't touch me." And so then when they leave, Meagan Good turns around and says, "I'm sorry." What? I'm sorry. I don't know. She might have wanted him because Tommy's girl was like, he's kind of sexy old man. Chill. So then Michael Ealy got his headset on the next morning. He's taking a jog and then Dennis Quaid and Chad, of course they didn't show his face, but we knew who it was. He like tapped him like with them hard older vehicles, they will crush you. So he made him he ran at him, he fell, he had a concussion, he in the hospital. He telling Mike to go check on the wife. Meanwhile, they have like this IT guy that was doing a background check on, his name was Charlie Peck or whatever. Chill. So he in the hospital and he told Tommy to check on her, right? So Tommy's peeking through the daggone window, then Dennis Quaid sees him, but he tells Meagan Good there's some kids out there. That's what he kept telling him. There's kids that like to hang on the property. And he's trying to act like he's chasing the kid down. And them two then got into it. He's like, smoke your last cigarette. basically. He didn't say last, but we knew it was his last cigarette. And then he's like, may I have one too? He said, I thought you quit. He said, no. So then, because he's like, where'd you park it? He gonna park all the way at the end of the driveway.
Exactly.
Chill, he took the axe to him, his stomach. And I was like, dang, Tommy, you need a ghost right now. Because Michael Ealy was not your ghost. But anyways. Oh, they do hate each other now. That's right. That should be coming on, hopefully. But, so Michael Ealy, I guess he tried to call his friend, and Meagan, he kept seeing Meagan good. She be naked. He naked in the shower. He taking off his shirt and phone is ringing. I said, what is going on right now? Oh, that just shiver me timbers.
Like she fit.
Yeah, she was tight. Oh, and her and Michael Ealy did have some love scenes, but they kept it mild because she married to that preacher. But anyway, and he a big dude, kind of. I was looking at him. He kind of big. He kind of swole. Devon, I think his name Devon Franklin. The preacher she married to. But anyway, so let's see. What happened? So Michael Ealy. So them two must have been really, really best friends. They grew up together because when he caught that axe to the stomach, Michael Ealy woke up in the hospital bed sweating and stuff. And so he felt it, and because I'm trying to remember at the point where Dennis Quaid bought the pizza. That must have been before Tommy had got there because they was eating pizza. Yeah. He was like, I bought you pizza because I thought you would be hungry because what's his face? His husband wasn't here, right? So then Michael Ealy come and she's sitting in the back chilling. And he like, think about it. How would he know I wasn't here if he didn't know it? If he didn't hit me? And she's like, oh. So it was a lot of pop-ups. Like he would pop up behind her. She bought the groceries in the house, and she tried to play it off like, because he was like, nothing is in the way of us now. We could be together, that type of thing. And she was scared. She was crying, but she was like, yeah, we can. I just need to go upstairs and lay down. So this daggone linen closet kept popping open. I'm like, why does it think he popping open?
Yeah, that tripped me out.
Child, it was he had an undercover railroad condo, catacombs. He had a whole apartment underneath the house that they didn't know about, right? Which reminds me of Law Abiding Citizen. That's another one with Jamie Foxx and Gerald Butler. Y'all need to check that out. I'm telling y'all, movies, y'all check them out. Because, yeah, he had an ending like that too. But anyway, it was secret. And he had a bed down there. The bed was made and everything. Child, because she slipped down behind the thing and fell. Child, she done found Tommy was in like a refrigerator. He had icicles on his face and frozen eyes open. And Dennis Quaid out there at the car like, man, let me get my head right. I was like, look at him. And then he saw her pick it up from the shed because this is where it came out. He's like, no. The faces he was making was killing me. So they get to the battle scenes and chill. I know I forgot something. So Michael Ealy was racing home, right? And he finally got a hold of the daughter, which she changed her name, child. Her name wasn't Cassie no more. Her name was Vanessa Smith. And she was like, how did you get this number? That type of thing. And she hung up on him the first time. Then he got back with her. He's like, is he dead? Like, why are you contacting me if he's not dead? And he was talking about how he was supposed to live with her in Florida. She said, I don't live in Florida. I live in Maine. I had to get as far away. He's crazy. He's a pathological liar. He killed my mother and set it up like it was a suicide, child. He had her blow his, and it did look like it was blood on the wall. Mm-hmm. And they was cool with, let's go out to dinner. You think that was blood? Yeah, I think that was blood, Michael Ealy said. Well, let's go out to dinner. Really? Really?
Y'all ain't everything else.
Really? Chad Dennis Quaid, his acting range is something else. And y'all didn't know, if y'all didn't know, Randy Quaid was his crazy brother in it's his real life brother, but he was the crazy one on Independence Day. He was the alcoholic father that ended up saving the world. Well, he was the one to first, they knew how to take out the spaceships, basically. But that was his brother, his real life brother, which I don't think he really played on much. But this is Quaid. I was trying to find the movie for y'all. I don't know where it is. Beneath the Darkness. He was a trip on that movie. A trip. And he is even more of a trip on this movie. Y'all got to see this movie. And even though I spilled most of it, it's still some things that I think I forgot to tell. Because I forgot. But y'all don't need to know everything because y'all need to see it. They acted like all of them. Kudos. Because everybody on Facebook, you know, when they had the trailer, like, are they going to keep having the same story over and over and over again? But no, it was very good, y'all. I mean, it had people talking back to the screen. I hadn't been to a movie with people talking back to the screen and probably... It's been a long time since that. Acrimony? That was after the movie, though. Kinda. The lady was talking a little bit. But they were actually loud, you know. People were like, if she ain't called the police, yeah, you know, that type of thing. So anyways, y'all, go see this thing. This was very entertaining. Like, I had to go to the bathroom and I didn't go. Like, I waited. And don't let me get started on how the screen wasn't working in the beginning. And well, this was before the previews. But I had to go out there and say, the screen isn't working. The sound is working, but the screen ain't working. What is going on? All right, y'all. I definitely had to share that with y'all. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Right? Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything else? No.
Well, yeah, but don't spoil it for them.
Yeah, I mean, I let some of it slide, y'all, but you just gotta see it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for coming through. To all the new folks coming through, push that subscribe button for me. Thumbs up for me. And if you saw the movie, tell me, did you like it as well? And let me know if you're going to see it. All right. So I will check you guys in the next video.